Well, hello. Welcome to the Pitchy Podcast. We're your hosts, James
and Stephanie.
Here on the Pitchy Podcast, we are passionate about good music and a great vocal. We'll use the vehicle of NBC's The Voice to give you our take on each contestant. We'll give you our feedback on their performance and their voice here on the Pitchy Podcast. We'll always keep it 100 with our critiques of each contestant's vocal and overall performance, but what we're never here to do is come for anyone's character or any contestant as a human being. While we may come off a little pitchy, if you know what I mean.
I caught that one.
We'll do our best to speak our truths with love, kindness, and respect. And with that, let's talk about the first elimination night of the lives. Gosh, Stephanie, I never thought we'd get here, but we are here.
Yeah.
And let's talk about, you want to say, talk about who made it through?
Yeah, I'm going to run down the list right now of who made it through. As we knew coming into this episode, our hearts were going to be broken no matter what, because we have really become invested in these contestants and these artists. And all 12 of our top 12 could have gone on to the top 9.
They really could have.
So here's how it shook out. And this was done in parts. The show actually started with a performance from Coach Gwen. Her new single is called True Babe. And then in between some of the results, Coach Reba performed her new single, 7 Minutes in Heaven, which was a beautiful dedication to her mother. Here is how the results shook out. So from Team Legend, we had Mac Royals. From Team Gwen, we had Bias. From Team Reba, we had Ruby Lee. From Team Nile, we had Mara Justine. From Team Legend, we had Lila Ford. From Team Nile, we had Huntley. From Team Reba, we had Jackie Roar. And our last was from Team Nile, Nene Iris.
Again, spectacular group through.
Yes.
But the 4 that were left could have easily gone through as well.
Absolutely.
In fact, some of them were our favorite performances of the previous night.
That's right.
So yeah, it could have easily gone through. So who did we have left that had to sing for their lives for the instant save?
Yeah, so left over we had Jordan Rayner from Team Reba. We had Aद्धAN and Tanner we had Aद्धAN from Team Legend, and we had Tanner Massey and Kara Tenae from Team Gwen.
Yeah, so here we go. So it started off with Jordan, correct?
Yes.
So what did Jordan start us off with?
She sang Blame It On Your Heart by Patty Loveless.
I actually know this song. I'm a big fan of this song. I love it. I said, I love that Jordan took off her glasses because I felt like, she could, even though Jordan was able to connect through comedy and her stage presence and just the aura that she gives, because you can tell she's very comfortable on stage. I love that we're getting to see more of the real Jordan because she took off her glasses, and I just thought that totally just brought us in more to kind of who Jordan is.
Absolutely.
I said this was a great save song for her to choose.
Yeah.
I said, but it was really weird. I said, Jordan has just such a presence, Stephanie. I felt like it was strange to see her on stage by herself. I need Jordan backed up with a band. I need her with a guitar. And I just was like, it's just little bitty Jordan.
And she is little bitty. When you see her lined up, she said it herself on her Instagram. She said when she's lined up with everybody else on stage, she looks like a kindergartner.
She's hilarious.
Yes.
I said little bitty Jordan. And what thing I loved about Jordan, what she did is that she worked the stage. Like she was going all over the stage.
Yes.
And I thought, but I felt Jordan looked, I was like, I wonder if Jordan uses those sunglasses to help with maybe stage fright, because she looked a little scared deer in the headlights to me, especially at the end of the song when Carson asked the coaches to speak. she looked a little like like this. And I
Well,
was like,
I think this is something that we need to keep in mind because these people are not robots. This is the first live performance and their first live results show. And none of them know beforehand that they are going to be singing their instant save song.
no.
And the pressure they must feel in that moment, the disappointment they must feel in that moment for being in that position because they are all so talented. So it's a crapshoot pretty much as to who is going to be in the bottom four. So I think that we have to recognize that they are feeling some feelings at this time that they might not have felt as intensely just because of what the show is and what they're asked to do. So I think that we need to account for that a little bit in what we see and hear on stage, especially in these instant save results shows.
I think that's a really good point. Because like you said, everyone has to have a song prepared,
Yes.
but you don't know if you're going to sing it.
And you don't want to.
And you don't want to,
Right.
unless you're somebody like Kike from 2 seasons ago, where I was just like, okay,
Yes.
that dude did better singing like when he was singing for his life. But everyone can't beat Kike.
That's right.
But yeah, but I thought overall she did a really good job.
Yeah, I did too. I like you said, I thought it was a great song choice. Love how she worked the stage and the crowd. Very surprised that she took her glasses off. But I was like, show us everything, ma'am. If she like, if I'm going home, I'm showing you all of me. It just felt like she came to battle. Like it just felt like it was glasses off. I've come to battle. I've come to sing. I have to sing for my life. I'm going to do that in this really high pressure situation. So I thought it was a great performance from Jordan.
Absolutely. And we know who some of the strongest voting contingencies are on this show. So she put up a really good fight.
Absolutely.
So who's next?
Next up was Aದ್ದAN, and she sang "No Tears Left to Cry" by Ariana Grande.
I was like, Aದ್ದAN, no, because you know what? And this is again, no knock on Aದ್ದAN. I just thought it was the wrong song because I want to hear Aದ್ದAN sing. Aದ್ದAN is one of the strongest singers on the show, Stephanie. But we don't know. There's so much that goes into who picks what song and all that. I said, but one thing about Aದ್ದAN is I just love her stage presence, but I didn't think that this was a song like I wanted Aದ್ದAN to sing that stage down.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Does this mean that you wanted her to sing just a different song, period, or that you wanted her to sing a ballad?
You know what, Stephanie, you know me too well. I wanted Aದ್ದAN to sing a ballad. I really did. I wanted Dangerously in Love by Beyonce. Let me just keep it real. I wanted her, and I've talked to Stephanie about what I want Aದ್ದAN to see. Stephanie and I often, especially some of our favorite singers, like we already picked their repertoire. We're like, okay, well, I think so and so should sing this, and I think so and so should sing this. Like, I think if she would have sung Dangerously in Love, it'd have been over. But that's just me, Stephanie. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm posing that question because I posed that question to myself when I first heard this song choice. I was like, I wanted her to sing a different song. And the more I thought about it, it was like, okay, what do I really want? I really wanted Aದ್ದAN to be able to show herself, number one, and that's all of her, the performer and the vocalist. She did that with this performance. She showed herself as a performer and she showed herself as a vocalist. Because as I'm thinking about this song, I'm like, okay, let me think about this beginning part. Okay, that's kind of tricky. Let me think about this middle part of the song. Okay, that's kind of tricky. Let me think about the chorus. Oh, that's a hard chorus to sing. So it's not as if this song is not a singy song. This is Ariana Grande, you know what I mean? That's why I posed this question to you. This song is a really complicated and difficult song to sing. And I think in this situation that she performed it and she sang it really, really well. I don't think anybody else on this show could have executed this song as well as Aದ್ದAN did. But I understand what you're saying. I would have loved to have heard some Dangerously in Love too.
I say this because Aದ್ದAN is a very rare type of artist to me where the performance is as equally as matched as the voice. Some people are
Yes.
really strong performers. Some people are really strong vocalists. But then occasionally you get that where it's like a strong performer as they are a vocalist, and
Yeah.
I just wanted more.
Yes.
I wanted to really hear her really sing a song down like I know she can.
Yes. I hear
All
you.
right.
I hear you.
So who do we have next?
Next up was Tanner Massey, and he sang More Than Words by Extreme.
Oh, Tanner, you're bringing me back to my youth, sir. This song. When I was very young, this was a song that all the guitar heads, like all the acoustic guitar heads, had to learn how to play first.
That's right.
Like I'm talking about, we used to use the word like macking on somebody, like trying to get
Yes.
with somebody. This was the song that all of those people, mostly guys, had to learn. Like, and it was like, and these were singers who had to
Yes.
learn how to play the guitar,
That's right.
right?
That's right.
So they could already sing the song, but they wanted to play and sing it, and then they would duet it. And I remember singing the song back in high school, probably before high school. I think the song came out when I was in middle school. Yeah, so great song. I thought the song I just was like, because this is the first time I really heard Tanner have pitch issues. And I just was like, it felt like the song just, like he just was he never really found, at least when he sang it last night, I felt like he never really found the centering of the song.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really unfortunate because we all know Tanner can sing.
Absolutely.
He's an incredible singer. So I don't know if it was like the moment
Mm-hmm.
or he couldn't hear. I mean, a plethora of things could have gone awry with this, but I just never felt like the pitch was found. So if this one was a struggle for me, and I was shocked because Tanner is an incredible, incredible singer. Stephanie?
Yeah, it was hard to watch only because my heart was breaking for him.
Yeah.
Because it looked like he was struggling to some degree. And, you know, when you're singing live, you guys, we wear inner ears, which are kind of like AirPods, basically. And you know, if the mix is off, if something is going wrong with your hearing on a big stage like that, it's a disaster. Like it's really hard to find your pitch and find the music and find your voice in the space that it needs to be in that scenario. I saw an Instagram post from Tanner basically saying, yo, I don't know what happened.
Good for him.
Which I
Good for
loved. I
him.
was like,
Good for him.
oh, I love you so much, Tanner. Like, I just felt so bad that he wasn't able to give what we knew he had the capability to give, because I thought this was a great song choice as well. Like, we were sitting there, and my husband was like, oh, this is a good song for him. And I was like, yeah, it is. So I'm just really sad that it ended up that way. But,
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is.
Happens. And you only
it
get one
happens.
shot. You only
And
get
I
one
thought,
shot.
yeah, and I thought that he handled everything with so much grace and so much composure.
And maturity. We got to remember he's still a teenager.
Absolutely.
Really, really good. Okay, so who was our final instant save performance for the night?
So it was Tenae, and she sang Love Takes Time.
Ooh, love this song.
By Mariah Carey.
You're here when you're hurting so much. Like, that's what I was singing when I was doing the intro, but I know you probably caught that. I love this. This is like my favorite Mariah Carey song. Like, because this, outside Stephanie, that's old Mariah.
Yes.
That's like 1990.
This is fresh voice Mariah. Yes.
This is 21, 22-year-old Mariah, where people just were blown away. Like, is she singing like that as a kid? Or 20. Actually, she was 20 at the time.
Crazy.
And this, I was talking to a friend earlier, this is one of her most deceptive songs and I thought Kara handled it really well. Like, I went back and listened to this one again, especially, I loved how she opened it. It was gorgeous. But knowing Kara's voice, like, I was like, okay, well, how's she going to do this? Because to me, she has more of a Mary J. Blige, Keisha Cole type voice, Coco type voice. It's not really Mariah Whitney voice.
Right.
But I thought she handled it really, really well. But I was like, oh gosh, there is a bridge of death
Mm-hmm.
that is with this song, but she didn't do the bridge. And I thought that was
No.
very, very smart,
Yeah,
Stephanie, for her
yeah.
not to do the bridge, because she probably would, it would have been a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know the part, but I know that you do, and I feel that you do inside. You know, Mariah would whistle it and do all that
Yeah.
crazy stuff.
Right.
And I was like,
Right.
good choice. I said, choices.
Come on, choice.
If you want to sing a song and you know you don't have a note, rearrange it.
Thank you.
You know, pull something out here, put something in there. And I thought she did a really, really good job. This was a task. This was a task to sing that song.
Absolutely.
Because that song is a beast.
It is. It 100%. Yeah, it 100% is a beast. And I thought she executed it super well. Yeah, I don't have much to add to what you said, because you said it all. It was a great vocal. It was a gutsy choice for this high pressure of a situation. And I think that you just never know how you're going to feel. You know, you can think that you're going to be okay if your name is called to sing. So even though, you know, Kara did a great job, I would encourage contestants to pick a song that you can sing. You always say, have a song ready, James, like, right? Like, have a song that you can sing in your sleep. That you can
what did my good friend say? Best advice. What did she tell me? She said, sing a song that you can sing half dead.
Half dead. No voice. Whatever. Like, you know, if your voice is struggling, COVID, strap.
Sing a song that you can sing, like Stephanie said, in your sleep.
Yeah, that way you're just using muscle memory. You're not having to dig deep for something. You can just be, especially if, you know, you're in a high pressure situation like this.
Stephanie brought up a really good point, you all. This right here, you all, is the only instrument in the world that is internal.
Come on.
Every other instrument you actually have to play.
Come on.
You have to actually to use your fingers or use your air to blow into. This is the only instrument that's internal. So to Stephanie's point, you don't know how you wake up and feel that way.
Yeah.
Stephanie, how many days do we wake up? Oh, not there.
Right.
Ooh, good voice day.
Right.
Okay, voice day. All that gunk. Like, it's a day to day, sometimes hour to hour.
Listen, I got something stuck in my throat now.
Especially when you know we gotta sing, right, Stephanie?
Right.
Like, oh gosh, okay, it's not. Nope, I don't have that today. Nope. Right. Or ooh, I have that today. Right. And to Stephanie's point, it becomes muscle memory with some of these songs that you know so cold.
Yeah.
That you can just do it in your muscle memory. All right, so let's get down to business.
Yeah.
Who wound up getting saved?
America had 5 minutes to vote. Jordan Rayner.
Jordan
was picked to go through and
Jordan
join
got
the
saved.
other 8. Yes, Jordan got saved.
That to me, well, congratulations, Jordan.
Yes, congratulations. Yes.
I am very sad that we lose Tanner, AազմAN, and Kara Tenae. They were 3 of our favorites.
Absolutely.
But I know they're going to do. I know you 3 are going to do great things. Don't you all stop? Please don't stop.
Don't.
Because Stephanie and I want to come to your shows.
That's right. Front row, backstage.
All right, yes. Stephanie. Well, what a week. What a week. I think Stephanie and I are still recovering from Monday night. Like,
this is absolutely 1,000% true. I'm tired in the best way. Yes, still recovering. Yeah. Absolutely.
So no leak this week because we're on the lives. That's a little sad because I always like to get a little preview. I was like, can y'all at least give us like a leak of a rehearsal?
Can we get a rehearsal?
But thank you. I want to give a special shout out to Steve and Miss Monet for giving us a shout out on their lives yesterday. And then for you to take it, give us a like Jackie patched in, and then we got to see all this backstage office or a behind the scenes thing of what they do to prep. Like we were literally, I think, maybe an hour and a half out, 2 hours out from the show to see what they were all doing, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
So thank you, Steve. Thank you, Miss Monet, for giving us that shout out. We love you. And contestants, get some rest. And but also practice, practice, practice.
Yeah.
And we will see you all next week. We cannot wait. I'm not even, you know what, Stephanie? I'm not even going to like think about who's going to sing what. Next week, I want to go into next week just sitting back and ready, like entertain me. Like I'm gonna
Yes.
sit back and be like, entertain me.
Okay.
Because it's been so enjoyable this season.
Absolutely. I agree. I think I'm going to come with the same attitude as you. Just entertain me.
Now,
and they will.
We wouldn't be the Pitchy Podcast without Stephanie and James losing our minds, you know, when we hear some incredible singing.
Absolutely. I will be losing my mind. And especially if I'm if I'm really not anticipating what they're going to say.
Right. Yeah. And it's crazy. The sky's the limit for every one of these contestants that are left. Absolutely. I am just so excited all the way down to the end.
That's
right. It's gonna be a crazy, crazy show.
Yes. Absolutely.
All right, Steph. So tell the folks what they need to hear.
Okay, so don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Pitchy Podcast on your favorite podcast platform so you can be the first to know when we drop a new episode. Also, check us out on YouTube. Please search for the Pitchy Podcast and hit that subscribe button so you know when we drop a new video. Last, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at the Pitchy Podcast for new episode alerts, episode clips, and so much more.
All right. Well, everyone enjoy the rest of your week. Have a great weekend, and we will see you next week for another round of lives.
Woohoo! Bye-bye.
Bye.